Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Genres. I'm Simon from Games Deconstructed, and today I'm here to tell you about Cyberpunk in just under 5 minutes. So strap in, click that subscribe button if you feel like it, and enjoy the show. What is Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk is a subgenre of science fiction. And why is it called Cyberpunk and not just science fiction? The name itself was tossed around circles of sci-fi writers and thinkers of the 60s and 70s and finally codified by Bruce Bethke in the short story Cyberpunk of 1980. Currently, the two portmanteaued words, cyber and punk, constitute two different pillars of the genre. It's called cyber because the fantastic elements of the setting have to do with advanced computer science, informatics, and cybernetics. If something uses electronics and can connect to a computer network, it will probably fit right in. Expect elements like microchips, cybernetic prosthetics, virtual and/or augmented reality, and maybe most importantly, hacking. It's called punk because the genre tends to explore issues of nonconformism, one versus many conflicts, and systemic oppression. Issues that were very close to the heart of the real-life punk subculture. The punkiness is also reflected in a nihilistic worldview on the wonders of technology. The advancements in technology rarely make people's lives better, but rather serve as additional tools of oppression, conflict, and furthering a class divide. There is a subgenre called post-cyberpunk that concentrates on the positive aspects of the technological progress, but in true chrome cyberpunk, you can expect a rather dystopian perspective on technology. What are examples of cyberpunk works of fiction? To present a selection from different media that I'm personally familiar with, you've got books like Neuromancer and Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is the precursor for the excellent Blade Runner movies, anime and manga like Psycho Pass and Ghost in the Shell, movies like Johnny Mnemonic or The Matrix, and games like Shadowrun or, well, the aptly named Cyberpunk 2077. Who's a cyberpunk hero? Well, you've basically got two options. The first is an outsider, a true punk of the cyber variety. They're a lone wolf, or a part of a ragtag band of misfits at best. At odds with the law and/or enforcers of various corporations, they stand defiantly against an overwhelming force of progress. They possess various violent and clandestine talents that allow them to temporarily even the playing field, but they are repeatedly shown to be playing a game that's rigged against them. Examples like this include Cyberpunk's V and the main character of Shadowrun Returns. The second example is a mid-level law enforcement professional. Even though they seem anti-punk at first because, well, they're upholding the status quo and the laws of the society.
A Blade Runner's job is to hunt down replicants, manufactured humans you can't tell from the real thing.
They will sooner or later find themselves at odds with the powers that be, their superiors or the corporations that pay their superiors, and become one of the last few beacons of morality in a world that's corrupt at the top and starting to decay from the bottom. Characters like these include Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, as well as both protagonists of the Blade Runner franchise. Both types of characters typically possess some degree of an internal conflict, usually stemming from either uncertain loyalties or having to compromise their code of honor to even have a fighting chance against their overwhelming, often systemic opposition. What emotions do these stories try to evoke? Initial awe and fascination at the wonders of technological progress, slowly turning into disgust or dejection at their consequences. What kind of issues do cyberpunk stories raise? Sustainability, both in a societal and environmental sense, whether progress can be achieved and sustained without negative consequences for somebody or the planet. Alternatively, it's popular to go existential. What does it mean to be human? Can an AI be considered to have a soul, etc.? Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are now at least a bit better informed on what cyberpunk is and what cyberpunk works of fiction have in common. As always, feel free to leave your favorite examples of cyberpunk works of fiction in the comments, as well as maybe click one of the YouTube buttons because it really helps with the algorithm recognizing my videos as valuable content. Thanks a lot for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one.